Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how you can print a larger size in Cricut Design Space, larger than the standard we've become accustomed to, which was the 6.75 by 9.25. So in order to do this, a couple of things you want to do first inside Cricut Design Space is the first thing you want to do is you want to upgrade your Cricut Design Space to the beta version instead of the live version. So to do that, I'm inside Cricut Design Space. First of all, you want to make sure that you don't have any project that you're working on because your computer will restart. I've already done this so that I can speed this tutorial up. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on these three lines here in the top left corner, and you're going to come down to settings. Once you come down to settings, you want to make sure that you change this from live, which will probably have your radio button selected for live. You're going to change it to beta. And again, I've already changed mine to beta. Okay. Another thing that you want to take into consideration is your load type. You want to make sure that you have your maker. My printer will print up to 11 by 17. For my inkjet printing, my sublimation is 13 by 19, but Cricut will only go up to 11 by 17 now. So I have on the load type, my default is Cricut Maker. On matte 12 by 24, and then print then cut size, I'm choosing tabloid 11 by 17. Okay, and then just click done. Now once you do that, guys, it's going to restart your computer, or not your computer, but your Cricut Design Space. So it's going to restart your Cricut Design Space. After it restarts your Cricut Design Space, here it's going to default to the Explorer. If you have the Explorer, fine, you're good. If not, you want to make sure you click this little drop down arrow and you want to change it to whichever cutting machine you have. Okay, once you make that change, I'm going to go ahead and upload an image here. So I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to select this little picture here and select add to canvas. And then I'm going to change this. Right now you see we have the red exclamation to let us know that our print then cut is too large. And so it's giving me the standard here. The image is too large, 11 by 17, tabloid. But now if your printer prints smaller than 11 by 17, it's going to give you the measurements for the largest that your printer will print. Okay, mine will print up to 11 by 17. Now, if it's giving you this message, you can choose auto resize to auto resize the image based on what they're recommending, which is 9.86 by 15 by 9.4. They're saying that's the largest you should print on an 11 by 17, or you can change your paper size. Okay, so for me, I'm going to choose excuse me, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go and I'm going to click on my image. I'm going to click on the lock one time, and I'm going to automatically change mine because I already know what size I want it to be. I want it to be 9 by 15. Just like that. And you can see the red exclamation is gone now. Okay. So once we do that, we're ready to click on Make It. And once you click on Make It, you can see here's your image You don't have to change anything here. It automatically picked up your 11 by 17 because you made those setting changes before getting here. Now, once you get here and you print this out, so we're going to go ahead and click on continue in the bottom right corner. And I'm going to click on send to printer once it recognizes my maker. Now, if you get here and it keeps saying connect your Explorer, but you have a Cricut Maker or Cricut Maker 3, that means that you didn't change those settings like I explained to you earlier on, okay? Once you click on send to printer, you're going to go ahead, and I have it on my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740. I do not want that bleed on, so I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to use my own system dialog, and this is letting you know some important information here. After clicking print, confirm the paper size, so you want to make sure you look at that. Click on print. And then I'm going to go ahead and change my preferences here based on what I would normally select. So this is where that important message that was here, this is where you want to make sure that you're selecting the paper size that you told Cricut you were cutting. So for paper size, we're going to change it from letter to tabloid. Okay. Now you won't use tabloid if your printer won't print up to 11 by 17. You'll select the paper size, the largest paper size that your printer will print. Okay. And then I'm going to change my source to the main tray, which is what I'm using. Put that back on best quality. And everything else is good. I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and load my paper and hit print. So hold on one second. All right, so I've loaded my printer with my cardstock that will print in 11 by 17 into my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740, and it is now printing. So now it's going to have me to select my material. And so for this one, I would choose medium cardstock, which is what I'm using. All right, guys, so I have my image printed out, and I'm gonna, I've done everything here, so there will be nothing in your clamp A. You'll have your fine point in B, and then you'll load this on my 12. I'm gonna load this on my 12 by 24, so give me one second here. All right, guys, here we are with the Cricut Maker. And remember, I told you it's going to cut my ears kind of wonky, so be forewarned. But here we go. Trying to work with one hand here so I can hold my camera because I don't have my tripod over here. So just like with your smaller versions, it's going to look for the registration marks, so it'll know where to cut, and you should get a perfect cut because you are going to be forced to calibrate your machine. Okay, so it's going to do all of the checks and balances. So I notice here that when it does this larger cut, it doesn't do the registration mark around the entire image, but it does seem to take just a tad bit longer. But as long as it cuts, that's perfectly fine with me. Alright, it's going to get ready to cut now. And like I told you, the ears are going to cut out wonky. But I already know that. I just have my hand here because, like I said, my mat is not the stickiest. So this is where it's going to do the wonky on my little ears. And if I would have thought about it, I would have fixed that before I did this, but hindsight 2020. I just want you guys to get the gist of how to print and cut in a larger size, as long as your printer will handle 11 by 17, which is your tabloid. See here, cut perfectly. And now this is where it's going to get up there and do the little funky stuff with the ears. I'm just going to hold it here so that it don't pull my image out of whack. Alright, so you can see where it kind of cut my little white in my ears, but it's all good. I'll fix that here. And again, I'm working with one hand. So, I want to show you guys. That it did cut, even though it cut my ears crazy. I'm using one hand, so please bear with me. Hold on 1 second. Something is stuck right here. That little part right there got stuck. Alright, but there we have it. It cut out our image for us. Don't mind the ears. That's just where that was my mistake, not Cricut. But that is a 9 by 15 cut by Cricut Design Space. Alright. Perfect. I can now do all my big projects in Cricut Design Space without having to go over to Microsoft PowerPoint. So now I can take that off. And I'm just going to tape my little white pieces that cut out that I didn't want cut out. I'm just going to tape those back in there. And yeah, that's it. All right. So if you guys have any questions, please chime in the comments. If you learned anything, guys, please give me a thumbs up. If you learned something, like something, then please give me a thumbs up. Okay. And also, please chime in the comments. I love communicating with you guys. And if you would like to join my Facebook group, then it is going to be linked in the description. Ken Doris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. All you have to do is agree to the Facebook group rules to join my group. And if this is your first time seeing me or my tutorials and you like my method of teaching, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank both my Facebook and my YouTube subscribers for following me. I appreciate you all. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And hey, we can print up to 11 by 17 in Cricut Design Space now. All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.